All right, let's do this. Hello, Luc. Goedemiddag. You're not sure what today's theme is? I'm showing 64 different diecast brands in 1/64 and 3-inch scale. That's what the theme is today. So there's 93 cars in total here on the vehicles in total on the table. And we're going to try to look at all of them. Thank you for those who gave me a thumbs up. I can't see what you guys were talking about before I started the video. That chat does not get recorded, so I don't get to see that, and afterwards when the video is uploaded, which will be today because my last few live videos uploaded very quickly. When it comes to licensing, good morning, David Johns from the worst YouTube channel ever. When it comes to licensing of car makes, Rudy, goedemiddag. There's two car makes that a lot of diecast brands have a license for. David Harper, hello, good evening to you in New Zealand. JK, welcome. So, Jono Edwards, hello. So the two car makes that I believe hand out the most licenses to diecast brands are Volkswagen and Nissan. Hello, TKG. So I try to have as much of these two car makes in this video. So there's 24 Nissans, not 23 as I thought earlier. I recounted. And 32 VWs. Of course, there's going to be some other brands in here too, some other car makes. I mean, because I don't have an example of a Nissan or a VW from each diecast brand. And yes, some diecast brands just don't have a VW or a Nissan license. So we're going to start in the corner here. There's going to be a few diecast brands I have not shown on any of my diecast brand review videos because I couldn't fit them in. And this is one of them, Yax it is called, Yax Pacific. And the first ones I'm going to show are mostly unlicensed vehicles or cars, but they have a license from a TV or a movie or a cartoon theme. So this is from the Incredibles 2 Super Shine Incredible. So there's 4 of them. I only got one just to have an example. I got the Super Shine one instead of the regular Incredible. Diecast Ronnie, goedemiddag. So this was pretty cheap, $149. So. Hey, Diecast dude, goedemiddag, how are you? So, just says EX China and a Disney Pixar copyright on it. Very shiny paint. And it's got some separate chrome on it for the bumpers. It's not part of the interior because that is gray. And some sloppy tampo work on there. Headlights are part of the chrome piece too. And no tractors today, JK, that's right. Sorry, diecast dude. Very nice detailed propeller here in the back. Kind of a turbine engine, I think. A Jax, yeah. Kind of sounds like an animal, that's right, David Harper. So that's that. This one already shown, the SC brand, the Smurfs. Diecast dude says, I'm out. If there's no tractors. Here we got an Ertl. This one's got a Disney copyright. So this is an unlicensed car, sorry. It resembles kind of a car from the 40s, but it's got a Dick Tracy tampo, so it's licensed in that way. It's pretty heavy, just the centerpiece here is plastic. Diecast do the same because he sees a Tonka. That's cool. So it's got an interior and everything, so it's nice. These are nice. I got these for pretty cheap. So, and I've only got like 4 or 5 Ertls. So 3 of them are the Dick Tracy ones, and then I have an A-Team van, and maybe one other one. I'm not sure. So yeah. Then we got Mattel. So this is not Hot Wheels. This is Mattel Fast and Furious. These were very expensive in stores. Paid $4.50, and then later on I found one for €1. So yeah, crazy expensive. But these are a little bit bigger in scale, more like 155. 70 Ford Escort RS 1600 Mark 1. Kind of a universal, I think, copyright on this one. But at least this is a licensed car, of course, being a Ford Escort. Cool model. Nice gold rims. So that's Mattel. And then continuing with Mattel, with Hot Wheels. So this is the Volkswagen Beetle, classic Beetle, kind of a metallic pink. With these retro wheels on it, black walls. Of course, Hot Wheels also does all kinds of Nissans. This is a 2009 GTR 35. Got the lensed headlights. And tampos in the back. And of course, you got the premium stuff. So here's a Nissan Skyline R34 from Team Transport. Hello, Metal Mania 3D and the Diecast Workshop. Welcome from Australia. So pretty much full tempo on this one. And the Real Riders, metal base. Okay, the Wi-Fi is acting up again. Hey, John Lemon. So I was saying I'm going to show both basic and premium versions of the Diecast brands I'm going to show here. And we got a premium VW also, the Golf Mark 6 or 7, Mark 7 it is. So again, metal on metal rear riders, but this is not full tempo. Does not get the headlights and nothing in the back either, because this was an early car culture release. Then we get to Majorette street cars. These are the basic ones they got. So this is a VW Golf Mark 5. So the basic ones get the suspension. They often get the lensed headlights. Back then, this is an older one from 2012. Not so much, but nowadays they do. Got a little bit of a chip here on the side mirror. That's okay. This will go in the donation bin. No opening parts on the street cars anymore. They used to have back then. This one doesn't, but so yeah. And then let's see what one step up from the street cars are the premium cars. So they will have the same features. This is the GTR 35 by Majorette. They have the suspension, lens headlights, sometimes full tempo, but not always, kind of depends. In this case, they don't have to do the headlights, so maybe that's why you get some black paint here around the windows. But the premium cars have opening parts. That's something they get extra compared with the street cars. And then you got the deluxe ones. Still plastic base with suspension, but these have rubber tires with special rims. And they get... so this one gets full tempo basically. And it's the same with Volkswagen. So this is the classic Beetle. This is from the vintage series. So vintage series is comparable to the premium cars. You get an opening part, lens headlights, suspension, but no rubber tires. That is reserved for the deluxe ones. So the deluxe ones in the vintage series, they only get the same opening part, no extra opening part. But they have the rubber tires, kind of thin ones, and the special rims. Well, David Johns from the worst YouTube channel ever. If you like the vintage ones, the ones in the Jada packaging are the vintage Majorettes. But the tampos on those, some flame-like tampos, are not really that nice, I think, and I think you will agree with that too. Then we get to Maisto. Hey, Quirky Garage, 1999. Bonjour. Get to Maisto. Start with the basics here. So this is just it's called the VW 1300. It's an older style Maisto. Well, the casting is older, but it's a recent release because it does not have an interior. The older one would have had an interior. It's got a little bit of suspension still, and the chrome base, so you get the chrome bumpers, but very basic, as you can see, and pretty big. And then there's the more premium Maisto. Yeah, it's definitely slammed, look. So this is called Volkswagen Beetle, again a classic Beetle. Not the same casting as the basic one. Gets full tempo, rubber tires, and an interior that the basic ones don't get. And then also got an R35 from Maisto in this pullback version. Here it is. Nissan GTR, it says on the base. So this one will probably have rubber tires, yeah, because it's a pullback. Needs to have some grip. No interior because they have to hide the engine mechanism. Nicely tamboed in the back, and in the front we even get some silver paint on the headlights. Even though it is a silver vehicle. And then we got Tonka, which actually has a Maisto in it, in this packaging. I don't know if that has always been the case or not. I think some of my American friends will probably be able to answer that. but you can see here it clearly says Maisto on the back. So this is called Equipment Truck. It's got a Hasbro copyright. Some Tonka tempos. Nothing really special, but it's an all metal body, so that's kind of cool. Then we got Ken Smart. There's also a pullback. The Silverado, there's no lineup on the back, but Diecast dude likes the Chevy Silverado here on the card. That's cool. Okay, so this looks like an international Diecast, Ronnie says. Yeah, it does. It sure does. Yeah, these Ken Smarts also exist in the keychains, that's right. So you got some hippie style going on here. It does have lens headlights and painted taillights. And of course got the pullback engine. It's very close to 1/64 scale actually. It says so on the base and it actually is. Just the proportions are a bit off, but it's very, very close to 1/64, or true 1/64 I mean. Talking about true 1/64, Schuco, metal on metal, rubber tires, completely authentic, lens light front and back. Luke is asking where is the mechanism? Well, it's a very tiny mechanism, Luke, because it's underneath this cover here in the back. So yeah, nowadays these mechanisms are really small and tiny. And there's a little bit of a piece here that's a little bit lower, so kind of underneath the back seat and the trunk in this one, of course. In the real one, this would be an engine in there. So Schuco, true 1/64, VW Kiefer, I think it says 1600, or maybe 1500, I'm not sure. So we get full tempo, of course. This is a premium Diecast brand. Then we got Loyal Bright. It says Majorette on the base, but it's pretty. So this is true 1/64 scale. I brought out my other Beatles RSI and I compared them, and they're all exactly the same size. So lensed headlights. Pepper and Ponies, hello, welcome. Painted taillights and logo, plastic spoiler. This one's metal. The rims look kind of authentic too. And here we have the Auto Art version. 1/64 VW New Beetle, it says on the base. So as you can see, basically the same rims. Camera has focusing issues. Only painted details on this one. And Greenlight also did one. So this is a more basic style Greenlight. It's got a plastic base, so probably from the Motor World series. And it does have rubber tires. It's the only one of the three that has rubber tires. You can see the same style rims again, authentic lens headlights and lens taillights. And this is also a plastic wing, but painted in white. So we'll look at these vans and trucks here on the right later on. Continue with Greenlight. Also from the Motor World series, plastic base, but rubber tires and authentic rims, the GTR 35. Lensed headlights and painted taillights. And here's a raw first cut, more premium version, actually the regular Greenlight with the metal base. It's basically the only difference with the Motor World ones. So this is the one that a proper one, doesn't have the loose base like the first one I got. So you can see it's a plastic black spoiler that is painted in the color of the body of the vehicle on the painted version. See. Continuing with the Greenlight from the Motor World also, so plastic base, got the Volkswagen Beetle classic version, got painted taillights and headlights, but full deco, and some chrome inserts for the bumpers. And here we got then a premium version. It's a green machine. This is the one with the split window, and the other one is one with the one-piece window in the back. This does have the lens headlights because it's a split window casting. Then we've got Revel. So this is plastic base, rubber tires. Heidi blogs, welcome. Painted details all around, and the engine cover opens up. Then we've got two diecast brands in one. It says Solido on the base, but it's actually a Kyosho casting. 164 Volkswagen Beetle 1303, it says on the base. So plastic base on the Kyosho, but rubber tires, authentic rims, lensed headlights, lensed taillights, full tempo. So yeah, very nicely done. Even the exhaust. And also got a R34 by Kyosho. So the same specs. Then we get to Bburago. It's sitting in front of the Maisto R35 because it's the same casting. So plastic base, plastic tires. Tony Counts, welcome. Basically full tempo too. So we've got the GTR logo on the side here. And as you can see here, the Maisto one, it's exactly the same casting. But one says Maisto and one says Bburago. And of course this one has the engine in it, so a little bit different base. Kind of like they put a part on top of there. Then we got a Bburago Beetle that is exactly the same as the Maisto one. Roland Weiner, willkommen. So pretty much the same features as the Maisto one has, tempo wise. The Maisto gets a license plate, the Bburago does not get that. And as you can see here, so one says Maisto and one says Bburago, but they are exactly the same. Jordi Rozema, hallo, goedemiddag. See. And then we've got an Edo car. Oh yeah, the boot opens on the both of these. Well, not on this one, not on the Bburago, but it probably opens on the... No, it doesn't. These don't open, David Harper. Nope. Maybe they... So here we got Edo car, VW 1300, in a Coca-Cola livery. Got suspension, got an interior. No tampos besides the Coca-Cola. And this is actually a Maisto. So you can see it's exactly the same as the Maisto one, but with an interior. But like I said, the Maisto would have had an interior back in the day. It does not have it anymore. But this is exactly the same vehicle. Then we got a huge Jada. 2009 Nissan GTR 35, and it says the scale on there. Next to scale, it's printed 155. Yeah, Jono, no facts today, it seems. Universal Studios, copyright also. These are nicely tempoed. Plastic, no, metal base, it seems, yeah. Metal base. Tires are rubber. No lenses, just tempoed lights. Then we get to Welly. This says Nissan GTR on the base, plastic base, vinyl tires. These are some nicer rims than you usually see on Welly. So kind of look authentic. They're probably not, but close. Yeah, I agree, JK. If you put a Jada next to a true 1/64 scale car, it just looks off. So that's why they are on the bottom shelf, together with all the 3-inch stuff, premium 3-inch stuff. So this Welly basically gets full tempo. And of course, Welly also has a VW license. Volkswagen Beetle, it's called. Plastic base, vinyl tires, and then basically full deco also, because you get the door handle here and you get the license plate and the type of VW on the back with the chrome bumpers. Nice. As you can see, a lot of red Beetles here. This is a Matchbox 62 VW Beetle, they call it. The bigger discs on it. They have versions with the smaller discs also, later versions. Trailer hitch, license plate on the back, and headlights painted with some details like the chrome and stuff. And of course, Matchbox also has a Nissan license. They don't do the GTR 35, they do the Z or Z cars, 350Z. So this is a nice one. I got all the tempos in the back and in the front that you would want. Even a bit of orange for the indicators. Matchbox nowadays does the opening parts. So courtesy of Fax for this one. Plastic base, plastic tires, but you do get opening doors on this one. Some have an opening hood or bonnet or a lift gate. And this feels much more heavy than a basic Matchbox. Get some tempos front and back. And then there's also premium Matchbox. This is the only VW I have in premium from the Best of the World or Best of Matchbox series. Basically full tempo, rubber tires, but a plastic base. Then we get to Motomax. It says Nissan Skyline GTR on the base, an R34. Yeah, that's right, JK. Nissan Qashqai. I don't think I've seen that in this scale. That's right. Old style rims on this one. Do get a metal spoiler, painted taillights, and nothing in the front detail wise. This is a more recent Motomax, basic one. Still got the plastic base. Volkswagen Golf GTI, scale 164 it says on the base. Now, kind of would like to compare that with a true 164 scale 1. Just a second, I'm going to get my Kyosho. Because they say it's 164 scale. I want to check that. Oh yeah, they're right. It is 164 scale. That's cool. So yeah, nice job, Motomax. This seems to be true 164 scale. No interior, basic plastic wheels, plastic base. Lensed headlight, well yeah, tempers in the front and in the back, and nothing on the side. And then we got the premium Motomax, metal on metal, rubber tires. These rims look kind of authentic, I think. Lensed headlights with tempo details, and then painted inserts for the taillights with a lot of paint detail and chrome bumpers. So this is the AMC Gremlin of 1974. And staying with AMC, courtesy of Mr. David Johns of the worst YouTube channel ever. This says Johnny Lightning on the base, but it was in a Racing Champions packaging. So we got two diecast brands there. So this is the Pacer, AMC Pacer, 1977, I believe, is the year. So metal on metal, rubber tires, painted details, front and back. Very cool. And Johnny Lightning. So this is metal on metal, rubber tires, although I have a version with plastic tires too. And painted details all around. And of course, Johnny Lightning also has a Volkswagen license. Metal on metal, rubber tires, painted details all around. Same as the Nissan. I have a plastic base New Beetle also. So they have kind of basic stuff, plastic base and plastic tires, no, metal base, I mean, and plastic tires. And yeah. Then we got Siku. So this is an older one, metal on metal, but plastic tires, opening doors. the bumpers are part of the metal base. And then a more recent release is the Golf Mark 6. This one's got rubber tires, generic rims, but it's got lens lights front and back. So this is kind of the top of the line Siku. These cost around €5. Opening doors and a detailed interior. Then we've got RMZ City. So this is the basic line. Plastic base, plastic wheels, no interior. You do get tampos in the front and in the back. They also do the R35. Same features, plastic base, rims, no interior, but do get the tampos. And they also have more premium line. Still has a plastic base, but has the rubber tires. More nicer rims, not authentic, but nicer. So yeah, looks much nicer than the basic one, I think. The camera wants to focus. Then we get to Norev. Plastic base, plastic wheels. Details in the front and in the back. So this is a Golf 6, I believe. Yeah, Mark 6. Interior. And these are I believe true 164. Of course, it's this is also a 6 or a 7. I'm not sure. I think this is a 7 and this is a 6. But yeah, it's the same size. So true 164. These basic Norevs are. GTR 35, also basic Norev, plastic base, plastic wheels. And then tampos front and back. Thanks, Luke, for confirming. And then we got more premium Norev. Got the Golf 5, Mark 5. Got suspension. This one's got plastic wheels too. But some premium Norev have rubber tires. Do get the authentic rims. The premium Norev always have the authentic rims. Lens headlights. And then painted taillights with some tempo details. And Norev also has the Nissan license. Doesn't say Nissan on the base. It's got plastic tires too, I think. This one, yeah. The 350Z or Z. With some crazy deco on it. Does have the lens headlights, painted taillights. So this Tamiya is a much nicer version of the 350Z. Got opening doors. Authentic rims and rubber tires. Lensed headlights and taillights. No, I haven't counted my cars, David Harper. I'm not planning to do so. Then we continue with a real toy. Monaco, welcome. Well, I think there's more diecast brands that have a Nissan and a VW logo. Then there's diecast brands that have a Chevrolet or a Ford logo license, I mean. Yeah, that's why Volkswagen are the most licensed car makes. Hey Fax, thank you. My day is going well. I hope yours is too. So Real Toy has plastic base, plastic wheels, and painted details. You do get some side tampos too, so basically full tampo and a nice interior. Surprisingly nice interior for such a basic car. And they also have a Nissan license. So this is the GTR in 1:60 scale, they say. So same basic features. Real Toy does not do premium or more premium vehicles like RMZ City does. Then we get to Tomica. This is the basic Tomica line. This is a GTR Nismo GT500. So we get some suspension, although on this one not very much. Operating doors, lots of tampos on it, basically full tampo. Yeah, me neither, JK. I'm not a fan of black cars, but this was less than €2, so I could not pass it up. Then we got Tomica Premium. So still have the plastic base, still have the plastic wheels, although the rims are more authentic looking. And then we got painted details all around. Some of these premium cars have opening parts and some interior detail. Suspension also. And then we got TLV, Tomica Limited Vintage. So metal on metal, rubber tires, authentic rims, lensed lights front and back. So this is a Prince Skyline 1500, so kind of the predecessor of the Skyline Nissan range. So that's why I thought this was appropriate to show in this video that has a lot of Nissan in it. Then we got Aoshima. This is a Nissan Lore. The regular version kind of looks like this in blue. So these are slammed. These are all slammed. These are Aoshimas. Not really my thing, but I wanted to have an example of the diecast brand. So, and I got a chase model, so I hit kind of two flies in one hit. The lights in the back, they seem lensed. And the front, yeah, look, it probably has the wheels of a 187 car. They're very tiny. They have some rubber on them, yeah. It's a plastic base, but a lot of metal here on the corners. So yeah, pretty detailed all in all, but you know, special styling. Let's keep it to that. Then we got M2. So M2 is a metal on metal, rubber tires. These, yeah, are kind of, I would say generic rims, but they're probably ET mags. If that really exists, I don't know. Lens headlights, painted taillights, full deco. Then we got Tiny, metal base, plastic tires, does get opening parts. Doesn't want to stay open apparently. The front, it opens too, I believe. Yep, there we go. Lensed headlights. And painted details in the back, on the side. Pretty big, even huge. Then we've got HTI, British brand, plastic base, plastic wheels, painted details, front and back, and on top. Then we got Speed Champs, and this is actually a Yat Ming casting. The Speed Champs was made by Dicky Toys. Well, it was a Dicky Toys name, but they bought castings from different diecast brands and also from Yat Ming. So this is the basic Yat Ming, and then there's also premium Yat Ming. Still has a plastic base, but it's got rubber tires and rims that look authentic. Opening hood. Look, what do you mean, the line in the... So we got some details in the front, some details in the rear, some side deco. So yeah, pretty much full deco. And we get to Auto World. So this is kind of a basic Auto World from what I learned from Joe from XLT Off-Road Bear on YouTube. This is more of the deluxe line. Oh yeah, plastic wheels, yeah, they roll better, that's right. Rubber tires, of course, they kind of stick too much. So this is plastic base, plastic wheels. Some of those, I think these are called Krager wheels. Bonjour, Lumi TV. Soyez le bienvenu. So, metal body, of course, because it's diecast, obviously. Painted details in the front, on top, got a plastic top here. Got painted details in the back. And then we got premium Auto World. Metal on metal, rubber tires, authentic rims, lensed headlights. Taillights are painted. Maybe Monaco, who knows, I'm trying to set a record here, but that was kind of the plan, to show all of the diecast brands I have. Of course, there's many more. There's hundreds and hundreds of 1/64 scale and 3-inch diecast brands. So yeah, I'm only scratching the surface here, but yeah, kind of wanted to throw them all in one video. So yeah, very nicely done. Premium Auto World, pretty much high up there in quality. Then we got Shelby collectibles. These are metal on metal, rubber tires, lensed opening parts. So yeah, this thing has the whole 9 yards. Okay, Fax, you're going to do 100 cars in your 100th episode of the Mystery Box Monday. That's going to be great. So we finally get to see a very long video from you then. It's about time. Yeah, this is a sweet Cobra. It's in the correct colors. Cool. Cool facts. Then we've got this one, pretty basic Chinese one. Have to look on my speakbriefje in Dutch, so the Dutch viewers will understand. So what I've learned from Emre, this is a Windstar. So it's in a Dutch police livery, separate piece for the light bar, but plastic base, plastic wheels. Yep, Emre, thank you. And then from very basic, we go to quite premium. The Para64 BMW i8 Liberty Walk. The Mitsubishi ones I got were quite a disappointment. These are much better. Plastic base, rubber tires. No tread on them, unfortunately, but you know, it's a race car, so maybe that's how it's supposed to be. Full tempo, lensed lights front and back. Plastic wing. Then, courtesy of JK, this Mini GT. Look, you're asking if these are expensive. So about between 13 and 15 euro, I think, at Tom's Model Cars, if I'm not mistaken. But I got this one for cheap. So Mini GT is metal on metal, rubber tires, authentic rims, full deco, lens lights, front and back. So yeah, the Pink Pig, David Harper, that's what it's called. Very cool. Great brand, Mini GT. And I notice most collectors like this diecast brands. Then we got Mondo Motors, 164 Porsche GT3 RS. So plastic base, plastic wheels, painted details, plastic spoiler. So pretty basic, but you know, it's got open hole spokes. Looks decent. And then we got Spark. So plastic base. The tires are, they seem to be rubber. Yeah, rubber tires. Lens headlights, painted taillights. Plastic wing. It's got a nice bucket seat in there, but I can't show you on this camera. And a roll cage, so nicely detailed. Feels very light, so this might be resin, I'm not sure. That's funny, David. Around the world in 80 cars. Well, 93 actually. Then we got Auto Rosa. Metal base, metal body. Authentic rims, rubber tires, lensed headlights, lensed taillights. Plastic spoiler, nice interior, two-tone seats. Very nice one. Big exhaust. Okay. So we got the Impreza WRX STI, and this is the same one, but a more recent version by Tarmac Works. So plastic base, rubber tires, or kind of rubber-ish, because it's very hard rubber, but it is rubber. Authentic rims, lensed headlights, lensed taillights. This seems to be a metal wing on it. Yeah. And very nicely detailed interior, also two-tone. Then we got UCC, plastic base. Tires are rubber, authentic rims, lensed headlights, painted taillights. So this is the Mercedes 190e, 2.5 16 valve. No interior on these, which is kind of strange for something that looks that premium. And we got Microchamps, McLaren F1. So plastic base, plastic tires, plastic wheels, but authentic rims. And tempoed details all around. Nice interior. Two-tone also, or multicolored interior I should say, because there's more than two tones in there. This was made by Paul's Model Art back in the 90s. And in 2009, Paul's Model Art also released Minichamps 64, Bentley Continental GT 2008 model. So got plastic base, rubber tires, authentic rims, lensed lights front and back, and full detail. Separate insert for the grille, and very detailed interiors. One of the nicest ones, together with Inno 64, well, at least for the brands that I... Yeah, the Smurf I showed at the beginning effects. Then we've got high speed. It says Schuco on the base, but it's a high speed casting. Yeah, thanks David Johns from the worst YouTube channel ever. It was a lot of work. I started it Friday and I finished just before starting the video. So yeah, quite an undertaking, but you know, had to be done. So plastic base, plastic tires, rims, yeah, they're kind of authentic looking, but not really. Painted details all around, and some chrome bumper pieces too. Just the license plate in the back, nothing else. A true 1/64 scale though. Although I still have to check with if I get the Schuco one, the actual Schuco one that is actually made by Schuco, that was released last year, I think, if it's actually 1/64, but I think it is. And we got Eracar, the Suzuki Jimny 2019 model. So we got plastic base, rubber tires. I think these rims are authentic. Got lensed headlights and painted taillights. And we got an opening part on these, in this case the hood or bonnet. Okay, facts. I'm pretty confident. I was pretty confident you would rewatch. And then we got Inno 64, so plastic base, rubber tires, authentic rims, very nice lensed headlights and taillights, very detailed interior, even the spare tires rubber. As I've said in the chase report, I showed these. I think these two brands are very much alike in detail and fit and finish, interior. I think, yeah. Together with TLV, of course. In my collection, I think this is the top three, in no particular order of what I got in 1/64 scale diecast. Of course, Greenlight and Auto World also do a great job, but these have just that little bit extra. Then we get to some trucks and vans here in the corner in the back. This is a limousine from Road Champs, another diecast brand. Not going to open this up. This will be opened up in a limousine video. I'll be doing one day. I think it's an American brand. This is a 172 scale, but being a van in 172 scale, it kind of fits in a 3-inch packaging, so that's why I included it in here. This is made by Eligor, a French company. I got this from work. This was kind of handed out to customers who bought one of these back in 2006. Got it loose, don't worry. Got a few of these. So as you can see here in the corner it says Eligor. They mostly do 143 scale, but they did some 172 Iveco daily vans. So lensed headlights, separate pieces for the mirrors, rubber tires, authentic rims, plastic base though, but an all metal body. Then we got Carrarama, also 172 scale, but again, because it's a van in 172, kind of fits the 3-inch blister. Ford Transit, plastic base, rubber tires, authentic rims, lensed headlights and taillights, nice interior. These are nicely detailed too. Then we got Golden Wheel, 1999 Ford Transit van, plastic base, plastic wheels. And then we got Corgi, so full metal body. So, in case you haven't noticed, I'm only showing mint cars, blister pools. So I've got a few more diecast brands that have, you know, playware on them. So I'm not showing those. For me, it's a Coca-Cola Monaco. So metal on metal, Dutch, made in Holland, FC, Mercedes truck. Yeah, with my French fries, I always have to have a Coca-Cola look. Plastic top, plastic wheels. Then I learned from Emre that this is a Pioneer. Plastic base, plastic wheels. Chinese brand. Here's a New Ray. Plastic base, plastic wheels. No interior. Here's a Kaiksin. Also learned that from Emre. So plastic base, plastic wheels. And no window piece. Kind of resembles the Hummer. And then this pickup truck is Universal Toys. Also Emre who told me that. Plastic base, plastic wheels. And probably no interior because it got dark blue windows. So that's it for this video. So we've looked at how was it? How many? 64 diecast brands. Well, actually, I cheated a little bit to get to the 64. I also counted all the different Corgi brands. So this is a Corgi, but you got Corgi Juniors, you got Whiz Wheels, and you got Husky. So I counted those two. That's kind of cheating, but I wanted to get to 64 just because it sounds good. 64, 164 scale diecast brands. So thank you all for your kind words. Thank you for participating in the live chat. Not sure what I will be doing next week. I have to think about that. I have an idea, but I don't know if I will have the time to get it done. So we'll see. But until next time, have a nice Sunday, have a nice evening, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.